What's up, YouTube? Today I'm going to be installing these forged silicone coolant hoses on my R56 Mini Cooper S. These hoses will fit on either an N14 or N18 engine, so the procedure should be the exact same. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and stick around. You're going to want to watch this whole video. No matter what kind of Mini Cooper you drive, I have a Facebook group. It's called Mini Cooper DIY. Any questions you have will be answered there. There's members in there that have every model from classics to brand new 2020s. There's a couple of electrics in there, GPs, everything. Convertibles. So if you have convertible questions, there's been a few questions like that asked in there. There's over 2,000 members, and we get about 4,000 members a week. So not 4,000 a week, 400 a week. It'd be awesome if we got 4,000. Yeah, go ahead and check that out. I'll leave a link to it in the description. Again, it's called Mini Cooper DIY. You can search it on Facebook or click the link in the description. Either way, I'll get back to the video. Okay, first you're going to want to drain the coolant from the system. And you're going to do it by releasing this clamp right here with this pair of hose clamp pliers like this. I'll link to these in the description where you can get them. But what you're going to do is you're going to squeeze together right here, and then then you slide it back like that, release your pliers, and that's off. If this won't break loose by twisting it, mine just broke loose by twisting it, use a pick tool and just break the suction. But from here you should be able to just drain it. Here, let me move my camera back a little bit. You just let that drain. Then from the top of the engine bay, go ahead and loosen your cap for your coolant reservoir, just to let it drain easier. Okay, the next thing I'm going to be doing is taking off the intake, the OEM intake, and all the piping for it. But you guys have seen me do that a bunch of times, so I'm not really going to go too far into how to do that. I'm just going to do it. I need a longer screwdriver for that, and I need different tools for that. All right. And remove my catch can, or the mount for it anyway. Okay, now I just got to remove the Torx bit that's down here on the bottom. Loosen that. I think I already loosened that. And then just pull this off. I'm not going to make you watch that though. Okay, with that out of the way, go ahead and take this out. I've showed in other videos, but how you take this out is you just squeeze that and pull on it. Alright, now we just start taking stuff apart. Okay, next you're going to want to take some hose clamp pliers and squeeze this tab down. Mine's already down, I can pull it off probably all the way. But I had this off yesterday for a different job I was doing. But yeah, squeeze that, pull this all the way back, and pop this hose off. And there's another one on the bottom. So pop that one off, pull your coolant reservoir off. There's an 8mm bolt on yours, mine doesn't have it. And the same thing, there's another one of those spring type plier things that you use to drain your coolant with. Take your hose clamp pliers, pull that down, and then pull this hose off. Like that. And you have your coolant reservoir separated. Okay, next you're gonna go on whatever hose you're gonna do. You're gonna just start squeezing these clamps, pulling them back, and changing the hose out. These clamps are all they're gonna be different on every car, so I can't really show you exactly how to get to every single one. But all you do is you squeeze this part and that part together, same way you did with everything else, and pull it off. Same way on every clamp. And then the new kit comes with these. So you'll be able to use these, or you could reuse your old clamps, whichever way you want to do it. I'm going to reuse these because they're going to be, I'm going to use these because they're probably sized for the hoses. Okay, so what I'm doing is, this is the second smallest hose, diameter wise, out of all the hoses. So I'm taking the second smallest clamps that came with the kit and putting those on. That's how I'm making sure I put the right clamps with the right hoses. But before you take the hose off, make sure you see how it's orientated. Maybe take a picture or a video like I'm doing, and so you see how it's orientated, and then when you put the new one on, you won't get confused. There's a few spots where these have came in pretty handy. Some of these are super hard to get to, and you know, having this be able to clip on works real easy, makes it real easy. You just stick that in there, tighten that, and it comes right out. I'll link to these in the description too. Okay, so this hose is the one that goes right on the radiator right here and comes out. I'm going to wait to install this one until after I get the two on the bottom, the ones that I disconnected in order to drain the radiator. I'm going to install those first because it's going to make it, let's see if I get a good shot, much easier to make this connection down here. I don't think I'll be able to, it'll be a lot, I'll be able to do it, but it's a lot easier with this loose than with the hose on there. So I'm going to do the two bottom hoses, and then I got to put that hose on, and then the little skinny one that goes, well, this one, and then that'll be it. Okay, so the kit doesn't come with this hose right here that goes to your, I believe, transmission cooler if you have an automatic. So keep that in mind. I actually messaged Speed Tech Motorsports, and they're gonna find out if there's a company that makes a silicone hose for this, and if they do, they're gonna list it on their website. And if they do, I will put that link in the description for this video, because I'm definitely gonna replace this hose, whether it's with just a new OEM one or a silicone one. But I'd definitely rather have silicone. I don't really care the brand, but if Forge makes it, I'll buy the Forge just because it's uniform with all my other hoses. But you know, as long as it's silicone, that'll be fine. Go ahead and get your coolant tank back on. Don't forget to put your 8mm bolt in right here. Everything seemed to fit pretty good. Some of these hoses were longer than the OEM ones, but everything still fits fine. So I saw another YouTuber cutting his, but it was a different brand. It was the Mishimoto's, and I'm not going to cut mine. They all fit pretty good. Also, somebody else said they took their front bumper off, and they said they had to take off their intercooler in order to do the lower hoses. I did not have to do that, and I don't understand why somebody would think that they had to do that. It was super easy. Don't forget to check out my Facebook group, Mini Cooper DIY, for all your questions for Mini Coopers, no matter the year. And like I said, there's a lot of people in there, so check it out. So at this point, put your intake on, refill your coolant. I have a video on how to bleed your coolant system. I'll link that in the description. Make sure you watch that and bleed your coolant system. And put your intake back on. I think I already said that. I'll link to all the tools that I used. I'll link to both sets of the hoses that I used, and I'll link to the cheaper Mishimoto ones too. They're probably both equally as good. I wanted black hoses, and when I was ordering a bunch of stuff at one time, I just happened to see these ones, and I bought them. But the Mishimotos they're both silicone. But yeah. So if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you like these videos, or if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, give it a thumbs down. I'll catch you in the next video.